Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered how different AI models perform when given access to various tools? Today I'll show you an easy way to compare language models using my Generation Augmented by Tools repository. Now this interface lets you select different AI models from different providers. For example, we could pick Claude from Anthropic or Claude from Bedrock. You can also select models and use them provided by OpenAI. We can configure tool access dynamically, so we can select among the many tools that we implemented which ones will be available for the model to use. We can test how the tools affect the model response, and maybe more importantly, we get to evaluate which model is the most cost efficient for your use case or for the specific application. So let me show you how the selection of tools translates to the model. And I'm going to do this in a simple way, simply by asking the model which tools are available. So let me do that. We will get a table that presents which tools are available for the model to use, and if I change which tools are available. So let's change this set to, for example, solve with Python, use ffmpeg, and get URL content, which allows the model to access the internet. So I'm going to clear the previous response and send a new question with a different set of tools. Let me actually select the question here and send. So as you can see, there's a different set of tools, the ones that I selected, which are now available for the model to use. Now, let me show you a practical example. Imagine you're building an internal tool for data visualization. Let's watch how different models handle the same task with different tool configurations, or how different models with the same tools can handle this task. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the due date math. I'm going to make plots, so I get the make custom plot, and I also want the plot with GraphViz tool. And I'm going to select two different models. Let's say that those are the models that I want to compare. So I'm going to pick Claude Sonnet and OpenAI's GPT. We have the same set of tools selected. Let me clear this previous answer, and then I am going to select the plot. I'm going to ask both models to make a plot, a simple plot. Let's see how the models behave. So we get a plot of y equals x squared here. In this case, both models behaved correctly. We can also select a different question, and we know that since we're asking for a flowchart, we expect the models to use the flowchart tool. So if one of the models would fail to use the tools and the other would succeed, then we know that one model is not really very suitable in our application. Whereas if both models succeed, perhaps we get to select the cheapest model, which is the most cost efficient for our application. In this case, as you can see, both models got the answer correctly. And we can, for example, test different behaviors. We can also modify the system prompt from this interface. So let me clear everything here. And I'm going to add as a prepend to the system prompt. I'm going to add different things. So we get to compare the answers from both models. So let me clear this response as well. I'm going to prepend different things. So the left interface is going to impersonate Jack, a truck driver, and the right one will try to answer with analogies as if it were answering to a child. So let's go back and ask the same questions again. So let's make this simple. Let's ask this model to make a plot. This model will also make the same plot, and we get to compare the behaviors of the models here. This model is asking for confirmation, so let me do that. So would you like me to the answer geared towards a child would be, would you like me to generate the plot? I answered yes. Here's the plot. Just like how building blocks stack up to form a tall tower, the values of y get bigger as x moves away from 0 in both directions. And the explanation from the truck driver would be, there you have it, partner. I've plotted that curve for you, and it looks just like what we truckers call a bow curve. So we get to control the behavior by changing the system prompt, and we get to easily compare the behavior of different models and different tools and different system prompts. We can also inspect exactly which tools the AI model used. So if you come to raw history here, you can see that the first question from the user was make a plot of y equal x squared. And the assistant, here's the text that the assistant generated, but also the tool that was used by the model. So you see that this was the tool that was used, make custom plot, like we selected. So this was a tool that was available for the model to use. And this is the code that was used to generate the picture that ultimately got displayed here. I hope this video was able to clarify and present the simple interface that can be used to compare models and compare their behaviors when they are allowed access to different tools. Thank you for watching and happy exploring in your large language model implementations. Thank you all.